We are recording. We're streaming. It's not an HDR, so it looks correct.
Yeah, we'll see how much of our faces are... Yeah, because at least half of our things are being cut off by the thing on the edges, so...
All right, so off to the sides was correct.
Yeah. All right, fire it up, because we'll see this cutscene. It was one of those things where the intro cutscene will just play. Okay. But you can just fire it up. This is the game that they made immediately after Super Metroid. 2002. Just pick another
Super
file.
Metroid went 2000 or 1999?
Super Metroid is definitely 1997, I believe the game said at the beginning.
97, got it.
Now you get to see why Samus looks like this and all the other shit you've seen out of context. I'd been assigned to watch over the biologicals research team. Biologics research team. So I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388.
I think this planet's gonna be blown up. Why would we come back here?
Because you would never let anybody go here without your help. Even if you cleared out the Metroids, it's still dangerous. Yeah, look at that. Look at that beautiful sprite. GBA version of the Super Metroid sprite. You've seen those horn toads before when you're playing AM2R. But what the hell is that thing?
That's different.
It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before.
So what if the Metroids were actually keeping... Okay.
It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. And yes, that is the correct line of thought to be thinking.
The Metroids were keeping at bay oh god.
Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Shout out to my favorite Samus ship. Once the X had infected my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. Dude, fucking imagine something attacks your central nervous system when you're trying to fly through space.
I would hope autopilot would just take over.
The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. The biologic vessel recovered it and transported me to the Galactic Federation HQ.
Oh yeah, let's just bring the infected host right back to the central of all that is good.
However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me. Dude, this would scare anybody if they saw this thrown on their operating table. Corrupting large areas of my power suit.
God.
Can you guess what they did? It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious.
Goddamn bird magic.
Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system was too embedded to be removed safely. I was given minimal chance of survival. Until someone found a cure. They proposed using the Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388.
This came out
before Other M.
So... Okay.
So if, you know, the serum was prepared and injected without delay. And the X parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. That should let you know what the Metroids were doing on SR-388. But this is the bare minimum version of her power suit. As for me, one life ended, and yet I survived, reborn as something different.
So Other M doesn't really make sense in the timeline.
No, it does. It's just it just should tell you immediately Even if you just keep it in the timeline, it should immediately tell you. It's like, so it was a problem, and we were very upset that they were cloning Metroids for whatever, and we thought we got rid of them. We did get rid of them, but at the same time, it's like, they still have the DNA, though.
I feel like we would be a lot more upset after the events of Other M and then realizing, you injected me with what? You still have what?
The second part. The first part, she wouldn't care as long as she survived. The second part where it's like, you still have this?
Yeah. Pondering this fact,
I realized I owed the Metroid hatchling my life twice now. Saving her in Super Metroid, because she would have died, and then this.
Yeah.
That Metroid baby loved her mama so much. We'll soon be arriving at BSL Research Station. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biological Space Labs, or BSL Research Station. During my surgery, the research team said the last batches of creatures that we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I'm being sent there to investigate. My mission now in the BSL station will be to overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition for me taking the new ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO. This is why you also really, really had to play Other M before this.
At this point, it would be the third time, technically.
Technically, yes, but we didn't know Other M existed, so that's why some of this doesn't make any sense. But this is a cool spaceship. I like this one.
Oh, that's her. Oh.
She has this one in Fusion, and she has this one in Dread.
Okay.
It looks even better in crispy-ass Switch 3D.
Yeah.
But I like the arms. I like the extra hanging, like, spoiler thing on the back.
It kind of reminds me of how the Prime 1 ship looked, with the arms down.
Mm-hmm. Here we are, BSL Station. There's the main sector, and then the 6 sectors. There's been an explosion in the... You know, you want to do the robot voice while I do Samus?
There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the EX parasites. The cause of the explosion is, as yet, unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? No.
Okay.
Okay, okay. I thought... Never mind.
When they were making this, they wanted to make sure there was, like, you could play this in bite-sized formats because it was on the GBA, so there was a lot of this, here's what you need to do. There's a navigation room in case you ever be like, I stopped playing this for 3 weeks, what am I doing? And you hop in there and he'll be like, hey, this is what you need to do.
Got it.
All right. This
Always go right. God damn it.
This is your power suit for this one. Samus.
2 buttons.
Yep. And you got L and R. And because her suit is regenerating, because they took off the pieces that were there, that's why this is so skin tight. You do take a little more damage. You do take a little more damage than you normally do when you just have the regular power suit. So be careful.
Okay.
And you do already have power grip because you're so light you can grab onto ledges.
Can't charge shot.
Not yet.
How do I turn off? Okay, there it goes.
Maybe just don't press those buttons at the first place.
I accidentally pressed the L2 or ZL.
I hit the GL button.
Fucking Nintendo.
But this is the game that they made right after Super Metroid when they heard about because this happened really early on the GBA, and Zero Mission was the one that happened later in the GBA.
The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful.
Yeah, go back to the map, like pause it real quick. Same map as Super Metroid, but once you go to the gray areas, it'll show you where the doors are now.
Got it.
So now you can tell which way you're going.
So much nicer.
It's easier to see it on the fly.
Give me 2 seconds. I have a piece of something stuck in my teeth.
Go ahead.
That is so much nicer. Of course you know this feeling. Getting something stuck between the teeth and you're trying to get out with your tongue and your fingers and you just can't do it. And it's just like, fucking hell. Anyway, let's... Quarantine zone with... Okay, power's off. Can't morph ball. Quarantine bay. Oh, God!
You can absorb X parasites now.
Oh!
Because the Metroid DNA, you can now absorb X parasites. The robot's going to tell you.
Okay.
Don't forget. But yes, if you want to do some meta thinking, yeah, it would be great if you had the thing. Don't worry.
Well, I can't do anything over here in the quarantine bay.
Well, we saw what was in there. That was the life form. Let's go report it. That's what he wanted us to do.
This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X parasites.
Yeah.
The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine works so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons.
Yes. HP, missiles, and your equipment that you're missing.
So it's just an all-in-one pickup.
Yes.
Got it.
But now it's a living pickup. The cool thing they could do with that is there's different colors of X that represent what it's going to give you. They move around now instead of just chilling there, and to make sure that you still know that it's a threat, even though you can absorb them. If you just go, okay, I shot a bunch of these things. Let me solve this puzzle in this room. I'm already at full HP, and you just leave them there. If you leave them around for like a couple of seconds, they actually just go, oh, I'm not being killed, and then they morph into something else to try to kill you.
Oh, so you have to pick them up.
They're deadly, so pick them up at your... Yeah, pick them up freely.
Station home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them. But you are only at 10% battle capacity.
We lost a lot of things.
Your survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear?
Yeah, like if we're gonna go fight something, we need either missiles or a charge beam. Look for the blinking hatches. He's unlocking locked 0, which is the gray doors.
Okay.
Open doors.
Wait, there was a gray door back here.
All right, go look. He locked it. Pink doors like that, he's locking so you don't just go running around wherever. And we got some nice music instead of just, let's make spooky, eerie noises. Yeah. So it just turned into something. If you just leave it lying around, it'll try to turn into something else to kill you. Save rooms don't fill up everything.
Okay.
Most save rooms you'll run into in the sectors will have a recharge station for you. If you see an X parasite flashing white, it's invulnerable until it does something. Just as a heads up.
Okay, so you can't run into that room fast enough to...
Okay. Those are green doors. Yeah, this is to show you that they can morph into things, basically. It's a scripted event.
Now, is there status...
Yep, and you can check all your stuff.
Sleep?
You can put your GBA into sleep mode if you don't want to use up things.
So there's not an area where it's like the X parasites are basically amounting a certain amount of XP, and then you unlock something. You can't grind for your abilities. Okay.
X parasites are just there to replace the HP and missile pickups that you get.
Got it.
And stuff like that. Yellow ones are just regular ones. Green ones are the missile ones. Red ones are like super X parasites. And then when you get it, gives you both of them. It gives you a huge chunk of HP and stuff. Okay. We got zombies, so they definitely killed some of the crew members here. And that pile will stay there until an X parasite reanimates his dead body.
It's horrifying.
Dude, the X parasites are one of the greatest dangers to the galaxy. One of them.
I've received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will only help against some enemies. Your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here.
Anything with a D is a data room.
Got it. So your objective clear. I just realized on the left. So this is the map for the center core.
Yes.
We have 6 cores, and then we have a lower, and then like 3 uppers. Oh.
Yeah, this map right here that you're on is that central column. It's the tiny thing, the thing right where your spaceship was. All 6 of those sectors, though, around it are all really cool, though. They're all really distinct. Zombie, got it. Zombie, got it.
I want to be heading up, though.
Yeah. Gotta get those missiles. And Samus isn't as floaty in Super Metroid, right?
Not nearly as floaty.
You're nice and... Gotta love the
Looks like
elevator.
she has her hand on her hip.
Yeah, it does. She's just... that computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect with some irony, I decided to name the computer after him. I mean, if you're forced...
Your good friend Anthony's just sitting right there.
I mean, Anthony's not dead.
That's true.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed he didn't get part of a coup.
Where's Anthony? Well, he was the part of the first team on SR3 on the return to SR38. God damn it!
No, you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if he would be the one who like carried your ass out of there. Alright, this is the thing. This thing recovers missiles and HP.
Recharge room.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you go in there, you plug it in, it'll get you both of them. And there's usually a lot. There's one at every single start of every sector.
Okay. Are there things that I can reveal on the walls with my normal beam, or do I have to wait until I get missiles and stuff?
I can't remember how extensive it is, but you can shoot walls to reveal some things. And this is one of those games where you're going to find stuff in the save room, just to save you.
Okay.
You will find it.
You didn't tell me shit about that in Super Metroid, but...
Because I couldn't remember. It's been so long since I've 100%ed Super Metroid. And they did fix the wall jump. You can wall jump, but you can't do the
Oh,
wall
you
jump.
can't go up infinitely?
You forcibly push yourself off the wall just like other end.
Hold R and press B.
Yes. Arm. Hold down R to arm your launcher, and you will shoot whatever's selected.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when you get another thing, you would just push select to select that, and you would hold R to arm that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's different every time.
Yes.
What? Whoa, power's out?
Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators
That's not good.
on the main deck.
That's where I'm at, though.
This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target, lady. It's located here. Look, I overheard you, and I agree. You should be called lady.
Oh my god.
I'm reading huge biosigns, so I hope your missiles work.
2 huge biosigns.
To reload missiles, you can
Use the recharge room or absorb a special type of X parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. Yeah.
Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them.
Now find a way to the target.
Yep. And I think missile tanks are 5 in this one. Every time you find an expansion for it.
So that's red.
Yeah. That's flashing, though. There you go. Start crawling through these vents without morph ball, obviously. All right, we saw one of those before. One more. There you go. Not 5, just 3.
So if they're green, they give me missiles back.
Yes. Yellow.
And there's ladders.
Yep. There's ladders. And you can shoot from the ladder, too, in case someone's trying to attack you. You can just aim. Yeah.
Okay. First time I've seen ladders in a Metroid game.
I know, right? Missiles! 5, right? Yeah, because now we're at 14. All right, we fell down there. I think you just push into it. I wouldn't worry about it. But check the left first. Yeah. See how your Metroid brain works. You can use your power beam to reveal it. There it is. If it's something like that that's just a hidden block at the very front of it, you can use your power beam to reveal it.
Okay.
There we go. We got an extra 10 missiles so far. All right, back on the main deck. See a save station. Yeah, I don't know if it reveals bomb blocks yet.
Is it 100 missiles, 300 missiles for max?
255.
255.
It's always 255 in 2D Metroid games. Yeah, missiles. Now here's these doors. Only when you see the pupil. Dodge it until you see the pupil. There it is. Only missiles. Almost got it. Jump over it. You have just enough room to jump over it. Yep. There it is. All right, that's the run. Get that. Get that. Get back here, you! That one is really a lot of HP and missiles. And they always cover a boss door with that thing. So you can always get at least a chunk back before you go in there.
Okay.
All right. Some nice wall jumping. All right, hold on. Shoot the ceiling with regular power shots, just to be sure. Just that part right there. Okay, now go to the next one. I think it's the next one. Energy tank. Check that corner. Jump into that corner. Top left. Top left. Okay, I think it's that. Shoot up.
It says that we found the thing.
I know, but listen to your Sherpa. Okay, try. There it is. Go up. Yep. And jump up and go over. Listen to your Sherpa. Take the fucking energy tank.
All right.
You're welcome. All right. First boss fight, baby. That's a core X. Defeat the boss to turn it into that, so you can take what it is. Remember this guy from 2?
Yeah.
Because we're right above SR388. They took samples. There's no bouncing them into spikes on this one because we don't have the morph ball or anything like that. Regular shots should work against him, yeah. Okay. Get some X parasites. The only way to break that is with missiles. So time your shots. If you run out, shoot it with your power beam to make it shoot out more parasites. There you go. It does have iframes, so you gotta like hold it for a sec. There you go. Absorb a big core X to get a move back. Here's Morph Ball. Because that's what that guy was doing, was Morph Ball. Now we got Morph Ball!
Still no morph ball button.
No, not yet.
I guess the GBA didn't have enough buttons.
It didn't.
Does Dread have a morph ball button?
Samus Returns had a Morph Ball button, and then Dread definitely has a Morph Ball button.
Okay.
They started with Samus Returns, and then with Dread, when they were finally making a new Metroid game, they were like, don't worry, there's a Morph Ball button. We have enough buttons on the Switch controller that we can Morph Ball. All right.
Despite never having owned one, I really love the way GBA graphics look.
Dude, the GB, like, because it's like, what if it was Super Nintendo graphics, but better?
Somehow I have a lot of nostalgia for this because I would emulate a lot of like the Mega Man Zero games, the Mega Man, a lot of Mega Man games, honestly, now that I think about it. But like, I love the way these graphics look, and they don't have CRT, so you don't need to worry about trying to get that filter on. They just need to be crunchy, and they were designed to look this way, and it's so good.
So good because it's like I think if I remember correctly, the pixel count it was like it went from 8-bit to 16-bit to 32-bit. And when you have 32-bit pixels,
32-bit was like the Genesis, and
so this is 64. No, because Nintendo 64 was 64.
Yeah. So this would have been.
I'm pretty sure this is 32-bit. Let me just look it up.
I think it is 32. Because the 8-bit was the NES, 32 was, or no, 16 was the SNES, and then Genesis was 32.
32-bit. 32-bit. So that's why because Genesis was looking a little bit crunchy like this, but it wasn't exactly like this.
I just played through Bloodlines, yeah, which is weird because like
it's like you can see her shape when she's standing still. You can see her shoulders, the slump, you get the curves. Like you can tell that she has a body. You know what I mean?
Super Missile, right?
Now, pull up your map real quick. Top right, authorization, level 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need level 2 authorization to get to a green door.
Oh,
that's what that is. Level 0 is the gray doors we were running into. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was color coding in the previous Metroid games where it's
nope.
Green door, get a super missile.
We're doing it different this time.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the navigation room and report what we found. Because now the power's back on, which is great.
Yeah. When you get to report stuff, is any navigation room or is it specific navigation
Any
rooms?
room.
Okay. Samus, it's as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X-parasites. Sector 1, Strix shows several abominations on biosensors. Abnormalities on biosensors.
I was like, wow, so almost racist coded their computer? Almost, but not quite.
Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR-388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access. Oh, that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Shaft and use elevator 1. Is your objective clear? Yes.
You're about to get to the actual hook of this game, too.
I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosion. Now, the computer said over in this area, there were 2 life forms. We found 1.
You said the life forms were amassing, which was all those parasites coming together.
But I thought you said there were 2 giant life forms there.
Well, we didn't run into the other one, so I guess we'll find it eventually, right? And you do have 2 energy tanks. I'm going to make you go see an Easter egg on the way to this objective.
Okay.
Pause it. Yeah, it's this door right here. So...
Up above me?
No, it's right in front of you.
Okay.
I want you to, hold on. When you run in, run all the way in, and then turn all the way back. You're going to see it once you get in here. Ready? Nope, watch it. Remember that body that we couldn't find at the end of Other M?